y'all, and on this episode of MaJa Speaks, I will be talking about comfort zones, breaking them, knowing when you're in them, all that good stuff. This was a requested topic by one of my homegirls, so I hope you all enjoy this video. Let's hop right into it. Alright y'all, so this was a topic that I had been written down. You guys know that I take notes on all of my video ideas. So what I had written down was greatness does not come from comfort zones. And I was like, I know this is a topic, I know this is something I want to speak on, but I just didn't get it together. I like to ask my peers and the people around me what they like to see, because first I just want to help us as millennials, as young women, as young adults, do what's right and be what's right, and give you guys motivation on a daily basis. Spiritually, mentally, physically, I want us to be healthy. These videos are not only for Christians, it's for someone who doesn't even know that they need these videos yet. I'm just talking to you guys and giving you guys topics from my Christian perspective. You know, I just want to give you guys a little backstory on why I do these videos. So don't think just because you're not a Christian or you're not as advanced as other people yet in your relationship with God that you can't work on yourself first. Just because you're not there yet does not mean that you can't receive what I'm putting out there. So I just want to say that first and foremost about these videos. Back to the topic at hand. Comfort zones is something that I've been wanting to speak on because it's something that stifles our creativity. It holds us hostage and it holds our gift back from the world. It stops us from being a blessing to other people. Comfort zones can suffocate us, and it's so awful because it's the things that is in your everyday life that you're so used to, that you see on a daily basis, that are stopping you from being great. Before I get into the nitty-gritty of this, there are good comfort zones. There are comfort zones that keep us safe, that protect us. I stay in my comfort zones of not going to certain parties and not allowing myself to be in certain atmospheres just because that is out of my comfort zone. Not going in an atmosphere where people are going to be smoking or drinking because that's not what I do. So comfort zones like that are not what I'm talking about in this video. Today I will be talking about comfort zones that are stopping you from getting to your next level, the comfort zones that are stopping you from greatness. That is what we're talking about, ending, getting rid of those in today's video. If you guys do not follow me on Pinterest, you definitely should, because I'll be having the good quotes. People always are asking me to send them a quote, but the quote said, faith begins where your comfort zone ends. Having faith is dismissing fear and believing in God and yourself and your abilities to step out and take a chance. One thing about comfort zones is that they walk hand in hand with fear. So we have to focus on where God is trying to take us outside of our comfort zone, not what we fear. When you're walking out there, most of us don't want to leave our bubble of security and leave our comfort zone, whether it's our neighborhoods, our churches, our jobs, our schools, the schools nearest to us. We don't want to leave this small proximity that's normal to us, that we're used to, because we're scared of what could happen when we leave it. We're scared of what we're missing out on when we leave it, things like that. If you begin to focus on the greatness that can be on the other side of your bubble, and really Steve Harvey said it best when he said all of us live inside a bubble, and that bubble contains our schools, our churches, our family, the store we go to every day, where we get our clothes from. That's our bubble. What surrounds us is our nearest bubble. Most of us, starting from young, our bubble is super duper small. Like, it just fits us and the things we see every day. But if we want to achieve true greatness, if we want to get to our next level, and if we want to be a part of something that's bigger than ourselves, bigger than what we see on a daily basis, that's when it begins time to expand your bubble. You have to add more air in your bubble. Venture out of your everyday surroundings. I wanted to talk about comfort zones because in this phase of my life, when I'm trying to achieve success and I'm trying to get to my next level and I'm trying to get my business to pop off, or if you're trying to get into college, if you're trying to get a new job, it is important to know that we can't become what we want by remaining what we are. Period. We can't become our greatest self. We can't reap our greatest harvest. We can't expand our territory remaining what we are. Success and getting to our next level is an uncomfortable position. If you're constantly comfortable in life and the move you have to make seems comfortable, it's not that hard, you're not stretching a lot, you don't have to expand your bubble, there's no air that has to be added, and there's no pressure that has to put on, that's not real success. That's not real elevation, because elevation and getting to your next level, there's going to be growing pains there. You have to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. The main times when you're trying to level up or you have opportunities set on the table for you, those are going to be some of the most uncomfortable times. You're going to have to do the things you don't want to have to do. You're going to have to do something that's foreign to you, something you've never done before. When God was preparing me to change my channel up, directed more towards his content and being God-led on this channel, I wasn't used to it. It was uncomfortable for me, but that was a really leveling up experience for me, because the moment I changed my channel over, that's when my audience began to grow, and that was a leveling up experience. The minute I did that, I started to gain income. I started to get more job opportunities. I started to get more work because I made that one shift that was so uncomfortable. And I want you guys to know that discomfort doesn't last forever, and that is also a common misconception we have. We think that the small period of time of discomfort is not worth the blessing that comes after it. Most of us, we're scared to move on. We're scared to do something different. That's why we fall back into our same patterns. And also, comfort zones go hand in hand with not accepting change. We don't want to change. We don't want what's new, even if what's new is what's better for us. We fall back into old relationships. We fall back into old jobs that always keep the door open for us, but we know there was toxicity there. What? In this day and age, we should know now to preserve our energy. We know when we're in atmospheres that do not serve us. If you're not being served in your bubble, it is time to pop it and expand it and live beyond what you see. Allow other things in. Some people are fine and they live a good little life in their comfort zone. So many people that we see in our neighborhoods, our grandparents, aunts, uncles, they lived in their comfort zones and they lived the okay life. But if you are sitting here and you're watching this video and you know that you have something to offer the world and God has placed something inside of you that needs to be shown to other people, and you feel that you're extraordinary, you know that you can't live an okay life. You know that you have to get out of that comfort zone to be your best self, and I feel like you're gonna have to do it eventually. I know for me personally, someone who has a passion and who feels that God has a plan for their life and who feels they have something to give to the world, if you just let that sit inside of you, it's gonna be something that you regret, and it's just like stewing inside of you if you keep your gift inside. Why not get out of your comfort zone now and break barriers and make small changes now, break bad habits now, so you won't be 40 just now trying to get out of a comfort zone that you could have got out when you were 20. You know, what makes you comfortable can ruin you, but what makes you uncomfortable creates an atmosphere for growth. And I'm all about growing this year. I'm always about becoming my better self. I'm ready to elevate. I'm ready to get to the next level of greatness. I want to see what God has for me, and if that means not even allowing myself to step into comfort zones, I'm always trying to achieve the things that are uncomfortable for me, just so I won't get too stagnant, or just so I won't fall into monotony. There's no way that you can continue to elevate still dragging along people that shouldn't go with you, still dragging along places that shouldn't go with you, dragging along that old self that you're not anymore. There's an old Makayla back there that I'm not bringing with me to my next level, because there's no room for all of us, period. Certain people cannot be taken with you on your next level, and that is a whole nother video. I'm not even gonna step into that. That's how I know I'm done for today. That is also a message, okay? That is a word, because a lot of us, we don't realize that. We just want to bring everyone with us because, you know, it's been 10 years and they deserve to come up to. That is not always the case. Not everyone can ride your coattails to where God wants you to be, especially if they're not on the same mindset level as you, or they're not wanting the same things as you. So all that goes hand in hand with comfort zones, and once again, that's why these videos are so important. I'm just trying to get out talks that make you think, that make you assess the people around you, that make you assess yourself. These MaJa Speaks are put in place for you to think and know that there's other options out there. Not everything is what you see on TV. Not everything is what you see on Instagram. Not everything is, you know, what you hear on the radio. There's different types of girls out there. There's different opportunities. There's different ways to be than what's portrayed out there. So yes, I feel like that's all for today. I feel like I got a lot out for you guys, but I'm just really passionate about comfort zones, and I want us all to grow. I want us to be on a next level of greatness, especially for 2019. We are now in the second quarter of the year. Let's go. Let's get some things done. Let's shake off those people. Let's shake off that job. Let's apply to that college. Let's get the new job, okay? Let's create the product. Let's break the bad habits. Get out of your comfort zone. Expand your bubble. Add some air. Do what you have to do, but get it done. That's all I gotta say. I ain't even gonna say no more. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a comment down below. Please share this video if you feel like it can be helpful to someone you know. If you guys have not been watching my vlogs, please check them out. Your girl's low-key a vlogger now. Just kidding. I'm trying to get better though. So please watch my vlogs. Let me know how you feel about them. Now I'm really gonna leave. Y'all, my allergies are cutting up if you cannot tell.